For honor and glory, for the king!
Let's burn!
Have at thee! Fully loaded! Archers ready? Want some? Get
Might
some!
and magic. Like a charm.
Hail to the king, baby!
I put a spell on you. Might and
Fully
magic.
loaded!
Need a light?
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone!
Freedom!
By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! Hail to the king, baby! By fire be purged!
For honor and glory!
Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
Like a charm.
By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light?
For the king!
Fire and brimstone!
Bullseye!
By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light?
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! fire be purged. Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light?
Locked and loaded.
Brimstone.
Might and magic.
Ride the lightning.
My fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light?
Ride the lightning.
Hail to the king, baby!
Freedom! Charge!
Fire and brimstone. My fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn.
Charged and ready.
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Ride the lightning.
My fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Like a charm.
Hail to the king, baby! My fire be purged. Let's burn. Need a light?
Freedom! Freedom!
I put a spell on you.
By fire be purged. Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light, fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
One shot, one kill.
Archers
By
ready.
fire be purged.
Freedom!
Gladiator Danito! Avada Kedavra! Let's burn!
Like a charm.
Gladiator Danito! Need a light?
Freedom!
Avada Kedavra!
Bullseye! Freedom! Fire at will!
Fire and brimstone!
Freedom!
Charged and ready.
By fire be purged!
Freedom!
One shot, one kill.
Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
Might and magic.
By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light?
Freedom!
Need a light?
For the king! Have at thee!
I put a spell on you.
Fully loaded!
Might and
Want
magic.
some? Get some!
Charged and ready.
Roar!
Fire and brimstone.
Ride the lightning! Roar! Toasty! Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Charge! Fully loaded!
Let's burn.
Freedom! Roar!
Need a light?
Ride the lightning! Freedom!
Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Roar! Freedom! Want some? Get some! Roar! Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light?
For the king! Roar!
Fire and brimstone.
Have at thee! Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Freedom! Toasty! Ride the lightning!
Charged and ready.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Ride the lightning! Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
To the death! Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Roar!
Let's burn.
Time for blood! Killing time! Freedom! Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Ride the lightning! Toasty!
Fully loaded.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Want some? Get some!
By fire be purged. Hail to the king, baby. Let's burn.
Ride the lightning! Freedom!
Need a light?
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone. Fire be purged.
Ride the lightning!
Let's burn. Need a light?
Fully loaded! Freedom!
Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Need a light? Hail to the king, baby!
Ride the lightning! Toasty! Freedom!
Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Fully loaded! Freedom! Like a charm. Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged. Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom! Ride the lightning! Toasty! Want some? Get some!
Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light?
Like a charm. Freedom!
burn.
Freedom!
Avada Kedavra! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! Glatuvaratanido!
Freedom! Freedom!
By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Freedom!
Time for blood! Need a light? Bring it on! Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Freedom!
Here's to the king, baby!
Charged and ready.
Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
Freedom!
Here's to the king, baby! By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Freedom!
Charged and ready. Ride the lightning.
Need a light? By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light?
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone!
Might and magic.
Freedom!
By fire be purged! Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
Freedom!
By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light? To the death! Killing time!
Fully loaded!
Charged and ready.
Ride the lightning!
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn. Fully loaded.
I put a spell on you. Might and magic.
Want some? Get some!
Hail to the king, baby.
Want some? Get some!
Like a charm.
Hail to the king,
Charge!
baby.
For the king! Have at thee!
Fully loaded.
Freedom!
Need a light. Fire and brimstone.
Charged and ready.
Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light. Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light. Fire and brimstone.
For honor and glory! For the king! Have at thee! Charge!
By fire be purged. Let's burn.
Freedom! For honor and glory!
Need a light. Time for blood. Time for blood. Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn.
Dusty!
Need a light. Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
By fire be purged.
Bring it on.
Let's burn.
Bring it on.
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
To the death.
Let's burn. Need a light.
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone.
For the king!
By fire be purged. Let's burn.
I put a spell on you. Like a charm.
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
I put a spell on you.
By fire be purged.
My hand
Killing time.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged. Time for blood.
Freedom!
Here's to the king, baby.
ready?
Bring it on.
Freedom!
Let's burn.
Want some? Yes, some!
Charged and ready?
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
By fire be purged. Let's burn. To the death. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
By fire be purged. Let's burn. Need a light?
charge!
Hail to the king, baby!
Fully loaded!
Charged and ready.
Ride the
Toasty.
lightning!
By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Like a charm.
Glatuvarata Nito! Avada Kedavra! Hail to the king, baby!
Want some?
Get
For honor
some.
and glory!
Let's burn!
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone! Roar! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Roar! Let's burn! Need a light? Hail to the king, baby!
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone! Roar!
Freedom!
By fire be purged!
Want some? Get some!
Charged and ready.
Freedom!
Let's burn! Roar!
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn! Roar! Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
Freedom! Have at thee!
Roar! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Roar!
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Toasty! Freedom! Ride the lightning!
Need a light? Roar! Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light. Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged. Let's burn.
Time for blood.
Need a light. Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn. Need a light. Fire and brimstone. By fire be purged.
By the light of the moon, by the light of the moon, the world is changed. By the light of the moon.
For honor and glory! Have at thee!
To the death. Time for blood.
For honor and glory!
Like a charm.
For the king! Charge!
I put a spell
For
on you.
honor and glory! Have at thee! Charge! For the king!
Killing time. Time for blood.
Have at thee! For honor and glory!
Time for blood. For blood.
Have at thee! Charge!
Might and magic. I put a spell on you. Like a charm.
Glatuvarata Nikto! Avada Kedavra!
Might and magic.
Let's burn.
Freedom!
Need a light.
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone.
For honor and glory!
By fire be purged.
Freedom!
Let's burn.
spell on you.
Charge!
Might and magic. Like a charm. Might and magic.
For the king! Charge!
Bring it on! To the death! Time for blood!
For honor and glory!
Killing time! Time for blood! Time for blood!
Have at thee!
Bring it on!
Charge!
Need a light?
I put a spell on you.
Glatuvarata Nikto! Avada Kedavra! Freedom!
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn!
For the king! Freedom! Have at thee!
To the death!
Need a light?
Killing time!
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
For honor and glory! Freedom!
Let's burn! Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
Time for blood! For blood!
Like a charm.
Freedom!
Let's burn!
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
The world by the light of the moon. The world is changed. By the light of the moon. The world is changed.
For the king!
I put a spell on you.
Charge!
Time for blood! Time for blood! Bring it on!
Have at thee! Charge! For honor and glory!
Might and magic.
Glatuvarata Nikto! Kedavra! Have at thee! Charge! For the king!
To the death! Time for blood!
By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Freedom!
brimstone.
Charge!
Killing time!
By fire be purged.
By the light of the moon, the world is changed.
Freedom!
Time for blood!
Freedom!
By the light of the moon,
Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!
the world is changed. By the light of the moon,
By fire be purged.
the world is changed.
Let's burn. Need a light?
By the light of the moon,
Fire and brimstone.
For the king!
By fire be purged.
Charge! For honor and glory! Have at thee! For honor and
Time for
glory!
blood! Time for blood!
For the king!
Bring it on! Killing time! Time for blood!
Charge! For honor and glory!
To the death!
For the king! Have at thee!
Killing time! Time for blood!
Might and magic.
For honor and glory!
Like a charm.
Let's burn.
Freedom!
Time for blood!
Need a light?
Freedom! Have at thee! For honor and glory!
Fire and brimstone.
Have at thee! For honor and glory! For the king! Have at thee! Charge! For honor and glory!
Bring it on! Time for
Have at
blood!
thee!
To the death! Time for blood!
For honor and glory!
Killing time! Time for blood!
Might and magic.
Glatuvarata Nikto! Freedom!
By fire be purged!
Time for blood.
Freedom!
Let's burn!
Bring it on.
Need a light?
Have at thee! For honor and glory!
Might and magic. I put a spell on you.
Avada Kedavra! Have at thee!
To the death. Time for blood.
For honor and glory! Charge! For honor and glory! For the king! Have at thee!
Killing time. Time for blood.
For honor and glory! Have at thee!
Time for blood. Bring it on.
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged!
Freedom!
Let's burn!
For honor and glory! Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone!
For the king! Freedom!
By fire be purged! Let's burn!
Have at thee! For honor and glory! For the king! Freedom!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! Let's burn! Need a light?
Charge! For the king!
Might and magic.
Glatuvarata Avada Kedavra! Charge! For the king! Have at thee!
Might and magic.
Glatuvarata You shall not pass! Charge!
To the death. Time for blood.
For the king! Charge! Freedom!
Fire and brimstone! By fire be purged! By fire be purged. Let's burn. Need a light?
Freedom!
Fire and brimstone.
Killing time for blood.
For the king!
By fire be purged.
Time for blood.
Freedom!
Let's burn.
Bring it on.
Have at thee!
Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom! Charge!
Let's burn. Need a light? Fire and brimstone.
Freedom!